keep punching, but they keep swinging and they panic.
日本人も含めて一番選球眼が良かったんじゃないかな。
Most of the 外国人 guys cannot hit against us if we use them as a 2番バッター。
僕は僕もプロ野球界長いこといて、たくさんの外国人選手を見てきたんですが、1年目から活躍するってバッターの場合はね、慣れなきゃいけない難しいんだけど、1年目からラミちゃんはある意味アジャストできて、で逆にできなかった人もいるじゃん。そこの違いって一番大事なポイントは何だとラミちゃん思いますか
？You know, the mentality is one thing, right? The other thing is that you know, when people give you advice, you know, how you understand and then use it, apply it in your life, that's very important. For example, one of the advice that Wakamatsu gave me as a hitter was, Rami-chan, you cannot hit split on it. 打てないでしょ?
Split ね.
Yeah. So I say, what can I do to become better for the split? He said, don't swing. That's the best way, all right?
All right.
Yeah, so, but you know, 外国人 guys, if you say that, don't swing right away, they're like, no, you can't tell me not to swing. I wanna swing, I wanna hit it, all right? But he was right, you know. The best way to learn how to hit breaking ball is not to swing if you have problems. That helped me a lot. So listen to the Japanese people and learn the Japanese culture. That was the key for me to succeed in Japan. And that's the number one problem of the 外国人 players, especially first year.
日本語でよく我慢って言うけど、そういうことが大事なのかなって。
It is very important, you know, but you know, being patient in home plate, a lot of people, you know, don't like to be patient at home plate because they just want to swing. To take a walk, I should take a walk. And then if I take a walk, I can only focus on hitting a fastball, the good pitch to hit, and they become better. Like Petagini, he was one of the best because he walked a lot, right? But the rest, most of the guys, they want to hit, and they keep punching, but they keep swinging, and they panic, you know. So, you know, being patient, I would say more of a learning the Japanese culture, you know, is more important, you know.
バッティングで一番大事なもの何かって、今いろいろあると思うんだけど、僕はやっぱ選球眼だと思う、ストライクを打ってボールを打たない、基本的なことでもこれがなかなか、プロのピッチャーが投げるボールだから、ストライクからボールになるボールも多いからレベル的にはものすごく難しいんだけど、僕ラミちゃんと一緒に野球やってみて、多分日本人も含めて一番選球眼が良かったんじゃないかなと、あの当時ね。
Yeah, I had a good eye, but I think that my preparation was better than me having a good eye. When I talk about my preparation was, you know, I always studied the catcher more than the pitcher, okay? I was expecting those pitches, anticipating, you know, breaking ball for a strike, and then breaking ball for a ball, and then fork ball for sanchin. I was already expecting those things. So instead of my eyes, you know, my preparation was better. And most of the 外国人 guys, they cannot prepare like that, right? It's kind of hard for them to prepare. I learned from the first year. I learned those things. You know, one of the things that I used to teach my catchers when I was a kantoku was, when you face a gaikokujin for the first year, those guys never swing breaking ball first pitch. They always take, okay? Even now. So what do? You show them the breaking ball for a strike, first pitch. That's an easy strike, boom. Breaking ball, even a fork ball for a strike. And then you can work with that, okay? They cannot hit split, so use it for sanchin ball, you know? So once you do that, most of the gaikokujin guys cannot hit against us, you know? So those kind of patterns I always teach my catchers when I was kantoku.
そう監督になったじゃないですか、2016年ね。あれはどういう経緯でどういうふうにこう連絡が来て監督になったの？
You know, once I was with Orix at that time.
Orix.
Yeah, and then you know, I received email, you know, from you know, Takada Kantoku, GM, and then we started communicating by emails and stuff like that. And yeah, I told him, yeah, if I would like to, you know, be the manager of DNA basis if I get this opportunity. I feel that I can, you know, do good. So okay, so let's do a meeting. So we met maybe 2 or 3 times. We met. So we had an interview, and Takada Jim was there. Ikeda president Chacho was there, and then also other representative of the DeNA beis stars. So they interviewed me, and I thought that my presentation was very, very interesting for them. So,
そのプレゼントリンクすると思うけど、どういうじゃあチームを作ろうというふうな、当時の DeNA っていうチームを見て、自分が監督になったら、どういうマッチする野球をしようっていう。
So one of the things is that I was watching the games a lot, DeNA beis stars game. Because I played for them. So even though that I was on the other team, I was always watching, and I checked the numbers. And DeNA beis stars, the catcher at that time, they led the league in pass ball, and I realized that that's where the number one problem was. So I need to fix the catcher. If we fix the catcher, we can help the pitcher better, and we can save more runs and give the opportunity for us to hit. So let's focus on the catcher. So they thought, wow, this is very interesting. So they went and got, I would need a one catcher. So they went and got Tobashira. And then I made Tobashira opening day catcher. Tobashira went back to back, All-Star, he did great, and then he helped the team to be an A-class team. But the catcher was the number one. And also Yamaguchi, I say I would like to put Yamaguchi as the ace pitcher. Unto. Yeah, I think he can win 10 games. And he did. He won 11 games that year.
当時は主砲は筒香だっけ？
Yeah, Tsugo was the main.
宮崎とかもいた。
Miyazaki was a backup player at that time. So when I took the team, Nakahata Kantoku had Miyazaki as a daida. And they didn't really think that Miyazaki was going to be able to become an everyday player, because Miyazaki is not a fast runner. He's a little bit big guy, but the hitting was good. So what I heard was he can be the best daida, Miki daida. Oh, okay. But I saw him, I like him, and then let's put him in second base. And then, no bad. And then let's move him to third base. What could I? So that's how I made him an everyday player.
僕が巨人の二軍監督してる時に多分 DeNA に彼社会人から入ってきたと思うんだけど、セガサミかな。
そうそう。
あの人見た時にライト方向にものすごい長打をホームランをよく打てる。右バッターでライトにホームランを打てるってそんなにいなかったから、こうちょっとインサイドが厳しいところはあったけど、すごいバッターになりそうな感じが、2軍のレベルですけど最初思ってた。
そうね。He'll bring that image. That's why maybe a daida can be good for him, because if he gets a base hit, we have to use a pinch runner, all right? So we have to use 2 players, right? So, but if he can be good defense enough to play Nanakai Made, then we can change. I can get Sandaseki from him, and then I can use his bat, Sandaseki, right? So, okay, so he became a very good hitter. And then I remember the conversation. I called him to the office, to talk to him. And I said, listen, I want you to focus to take extra ground balls every single day at third base. And he works really, really hard. And then he was hitting over 300, playing third baseman. And then I said, now you're going to be an everyday player. So I made that commitment with him. I said, I'm committing with you to keep you until the game finish. Nanakai, I'm not going to change. I'm going to keep you, so make sure that you practice. And he did. So he did great. That was good for him.
一番びっくりしたのが筒香、4番バッター、もう不動の4番バッターで、当時日本の4番バッターのレベルだったと思うんですけど、彼を最後2番バッターに。あれは何ですか？
The reason why was because when I dig into the data, Tsugo, his batting average running scoring position was like below 220. He was not hitting running scoring position, but his on base percentage was second in the league, hitting over 400 on base percentage. So that was really, really good. So I felt that he's feeling a little bit of pressure with running scoring position and then hitting as a Joban. I need somebody that can handle that position a little bit better. So, okay, if we use him as an Iban batter, he's not going to focus too much on hitting running scoring position. He can bring his batting average up and his confidence. So that's the idea that I came out. And then I talked to him and I explained to him and he said, oh, okay, I understand. Yeah, no problem. But we were concerned, many people were concerned about that he's a Joban Bata, Japan, no Joban Bata. But the numbers were better, and then he got his position back, And it was a little bit harder for me to make the decision because Tsutsugo was already in the team when I got there. He was already the captain of the team when I got there. So I had to, gather all this information and make a request to the GM, to the president, to everybody, and get the approval to be able to do something like this, right? So, those are the things you have to go through with somebody like Tsutsugo.
その筒香選手、アメリカに渡ってね、最初ちょっとあれだったんだけど、苦しんでるじゃないですか。今、独立リーグとこうかな。やっぱり彼のバッティングスタイルの中でアメリカで苦しむ原因、一番の原因は何だとラミちゃん見てます。